morning, everybody, and welcome to Storytime. Today, our Storytime theme is mice. You know what mice are, right? They're those furry little critters that run around the house, and they better hope the cat doesn't find them. Do you know how to sign mouse? It's really easy. You just take your pointer finger and you brush the end of your nose. Mouse. Can you do it? Mouse. Very good. You're going to need to know that sign later for a couple of songs that we're going to do. But right now, we're going to start our story time with our opening song that we always do, and we need 3 signs for that. We need more, read, and happy. You ready? The more we read together, together, the more we read together, how happy we'll be. Big books and small books and short books and tall books, the more we read together, how happy we'll be. Excellent job. Let's get started with our first story all about mice. Paper Mice. Written by Megan Wagner Lloyd. Illustrated by Phoebe Wall. With a snip and a clip, and a clip and a snip, the paper mice were made. With the dot and the swirl of a slender brush, sharp, bright eyes appeared, tiny noses, elegant whiskers, and perfect names, Ralph and Della. And then they were placed between the pages of 2 books, pressed flat and put away. They were only paper mice, but even they knew that night is a mouse's day, and a time to roam free of fright. Come, the house seemed to call, there is much to explore. Neither one noticed the other. They were both so very busy, breathing in the brand new smell of the house and drinking in the brand new sight of the night. Away dashed Della. Off tiptoed Ralph. Della paused. She felt so small, and everything else was so big. Tick-tock! Ralph jumped as the huge clock boomed. Up and down and all around, the paper mice adventured. Ralph crept along, curiosity tugging him forward. Della scampered on, wondering what she'd find around the next corner. Why, this house is just my size, she thought. If only I had an extra pair of paws, thought Ralph. He pulled and pulled. Oof! And slipped. What was that? Della was sure she saw something move. With the pop and the glow of the last of a fire, Ralph dried himself to the tip of his tail. And with a shout and a shove, Della pushed him out of the way of a sizzling spark. "Oh!" gasped Ralph. "Thank you." "You're welcome," Della beamed. "I'm Della. My name is Ralph," Ralph stammered. The paper mice both smiled, and off they went. Here and there, this way and that way, Della and Ralph ran. A second set of paws, it turned out, made everything easier, not to mention more fun. The house creaked, the fire sighed, the night slipped away, and the mice were happy. Out into the darkness they'd each ventured, alone, and found true comfort, a friend. And as the clock sang the hour, Paper Paw met Paper Paw, and before the night gave way to day, Della and Ralph danced. And then, with the yawns of 2 tired mice, they slipped back between the pages of their books and fell asleep. The end. Hey guys, we're going to take a little break from our stories to do a song. Now this is an old classic, so you probably know it. It is 3 Blind Mice. If you remember at the beginning, I showed you how to sign mouse already. So just take your pointer and brush the tip of your nose. Mouse. You're also going to need the sign C for see how they run. So for that, you take 2 fingers, touch your cheek, and pull them away. C. Okay? We're going to sing the song twice. The first time around, we're going to sing it together. And then the second time around, we're going to try to stagger it up a little bit to make it fun. Okay? So let's sing.
3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice?
Very good. Okay, so this time we're going to stagger it up. And if you want, see if you can do it too. Especially if you have mom or dad or a brother or sister with you, because it's a lot of fun. Okay, I'll start. 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice?
They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice?
They all ran after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice?
Farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice?
Very good. So that was fun, and we didn't do it perfectly, but that's okay because it's just for fun. All right, let's do another story. The Country Mouse and the City Mouse. An Aesop fable told by Patricia Scarry. Pictures by Richard Scarry. The Country Mouse and the City Mouse. Annie Mouse lived quietly in the country. One day, her friend from the city came to visit her. Annie was delighted. "Melissa, dear, welcome to the country," she said. "Do come in." Annie Mouse asked some friends in for lunch. But Melissa did not eat one nibble of the meal Annie proudly served. "In the city I dine on spice cake and wine," said the City Mouse rather grandly. "In the city I have a machine that plays music, and I dance on a velvet carpet," said Melissa. "Oh, Annie, won't you leave this dull country life behind and come to the city with me?" "My, it does sound tempting," said Annie. So Annie rode off to the city with her friend. "Honk, honk, beep, beep, toot, toot." "Please drive slowly," begged Annie. "Can't hear a word," screamed Melissa. "Isn't it marvelous fun?" Melissa's home in the city was beautiful, and such fun to explore. Gaily they raced down the hall. Suddenly, woof! Barked a fierce, angry voice. "Help! It's the dog!" squeaked Melissa, and the 2 friends ran shaking with fright. They slammed the dining room door just in time. The poor country mouse almost fainted with fear. But Melissa said, "Oh, he chases me all the time. Come, Annie, climb up on the table beside me. Have you ever seen such food?" "Never," gasped Annie, still shaking with fright. There were dainty bits of spice cake and fine cheese and even a drop of wine in the glasses. "Oh, I'm seeing things," squeaked Annie suddenly. "I see a cat." "It is a cat," cried Melissa. "Run, run!" They slammed the living room door just in time. "Oh," sobbed Annie, "I have never been so frightened." "Nonsense, you'll get used to it," said Melissa. "There, I've put music on the machine. Would you care to dance?" Suddenly the door flew open, and there was a fearful noise. "It's the vacuum cleaner!" shrieked Melissa. "Hold on to that curtain, Annie! Hold tight or the vacuum will gobble you up!" At last the dreadful machine left, and the Country Mouse began to run. "Annie, where are you going?" called Melissa. "Home, to the country," squeaked Annie. "Goodbye, Melissa. Thank you for the very nice time. Oh, help! Oh, oh, oh!" The little mouse ran through the city. She ran and ran and ran, and she did not stop until she was safe in the quiet, green country. That night she told her gentle friends, "I would rather lead a simple life than dine on riches and live in fear." The end. Look at all the houses in this little neighborhood. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little houses. It just so happens that this little mouse is looking for a house. So Little Mouse is going to find a house, and you're going to guess where he is. Are you ready? Now Little Mouse is hiding. I'll give you a hint. Little Mouse is hiding in a house with the color red. The color red. Which houses have the color red on them? This one. Shall we check? Little Mouse isn't there. Which other house has the color red? This one. Shall we check? There's Little Mouse. All right, Little Mouse is going to hide again. Now Little Mouse is hiding in a house that has the color purple. Which house has the color purple? This house has purple. Shall we check? No Little Mouse. Which other house has purple? This house has purple. Let's check. There's Little Mouse. All right, Little Mouse is going to hide again. Now Little Mouse is hiding in a house that has yellow. Which houses have yellow? That's right, this house has some yellow. Let's look. No Little Mouse. Little Mouse is hiding in a house that has orange. Which house has orange? That house has orange. No Little Mouse. We're looking for a house that has yellow and orange. There's only one. Which one is it? There's Little Mouse. Now Little Mouse is hiding in a house that has green. Now, actually, all the houses have a little bit of green in the flowers. But we just are looking for a house that has green on the house. So which house has green? This one has a green door. No Little Mouse. This house also has green. Let's look. There's Little Mouse. All right, Little Mouse is going to hide one more time. Now Little Mouse is hiding in a house that has orange. How many houses do you see that have some orange on them? Let's count them. This one, that one makes 2, and that one makes 3. Which one should we choose? Let's start with the big orange house. No Little Mouse. But Little Mouse is also hiding in a house that has purple. So which houses have orange and purple? 1, And that one makes 2. Which one should we check? Let's try that one. No little mouse. So if little mouse is in a house that has orange and purple, that only leaves one other place. There's little mouse. All right, let's do it one last time. Now little mouse is hiding somewhere blue. Which of the houses have blue on them? This one and this one. They all have blue windows, but we're only looking at the colors of the houses. So let's try one. No little mouse. It must be the other one, right? Uh-oh. Where are you, little mouse? You're hiding somewhere blue. Do you see any other blue? Wait a minute. The entire background's blue, and I think, there's little mouse. You sneaky little thing. Hey guys, we're going to take a break from our stories and do our craft. Now, once again, this year I've been trying to focus on crafts that are made from things you can find around your house, just in case you can't make it in. Winter's kind of hard to get out sometimes. We'll have a craft bag available, we always do, but just in case, these are things that you should be able to find around your house. So you're going to need glue, scissors, safety scissors if you're doing this on your own. Sharp scissors have mom and dad help. Construction paper. I used black and pink and some little tiny thin black pieces here. I used the little craft googly eyes, but if you don't have those, you can always draw some on or cut some out of paper and glue them on. And then I'm also going to be using part of a paper egg carton. You could probably use the styrofoam kind if you have those, but I used paper because it's already gray and it's easier to get glue to stick to. Now, when you watch my craft video, I'm going to use a hot glue gun. The only reason that I'm doing that is because it dries a lot faster for the video so that things aren't kind of sliding off, and I can get it done quickly just to show you. But Elmer's glue should work just fine. It just takes a little more patience when you use Elmer's glue. So let's go ahead and do our craft video.
Audio Jungle.
Pip and Squeak by Ian Schoenherr. Squeak pinched Pip, and Pip squeaked. "We're late," said Squeak. "Don't forget the gift for Gus." "Snow," said Squeak. "Get the sled." "Step on it, Pip." Lickety-split. But then Squeak squinted at Pip. "You forgot the cheese," she said. "Now what will we give Gus?" "Something better?" Pip whispered, and he slunk off to find it. "This is great for Gus," said Pip. "Not as great as cheese," scoffed Squeak. "Gus will love this," said Pip. "Is it full of cheese?" Squeak snorted. Just then Pip saw something. It was orange. It was big. "It's cheese!" "Pip!" squeaked Squeak. Squeak scrambled down and pulled Pip up. "It's not cheese after all," sniffed Pip. "We can still give it to Gus," said Squeak. He probably won't like it," said Pip. But Gus thought that it was perfect. The end. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed our story time today. And I hope that if you have any questions about mice, or if you want to read any more about mice, that you will give us a call here at the library and we'll see what we can find for you so that you can do some research on your own. Right now, we are going to say goodbye for today and sing our goodbye song. Remember, for our goodbye song, we need 3 signs. We need time, goodbye, and friends. Ready? It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. It is time to say goodbye to all our friends. It is time to say goodbye. Clap your hands, wink your eyes. It's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Goodbye, everybody. I will see you next week.